Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve, and today's review will be on the movie here behind me. We have The Cobbler with Adam Sandler, Method Man, Steve Buscemi, and Dustin Hoffman. So this is a first-time watch for me. This movie was actually recommended to me by a coworker when I worked at UPS. She's like, check the movie out, and when you're done, go ahead and keep it. I was like, all right, cool. So a little quick summary into this is about a cobbler, a shoe cobbler, who gets the business handed down from his father. He's struggling to make ends meet. Nothing can go right for him until one day the sewing machine that he gets just happens to turn his shoes a little magical to where he steps into the shoes, he turns into the person that owns them. Well, all that happens to help him get out of a jam of a lifetime when a series of events happen, and in the end he ends up finding out a little twist that just happens to be pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and get right down to it. First things first about this movie. This by no means is a good movie. This movie passes for the sheer fact of one, there's some heartfelt moments in it that are good. The music in this fits pretty well and is not half bad. The acting by Adam Sandler, the seriousness role, is not a bad role. I got like I gotta say, everybody. I feel like everybody was kind of getting tired of the old comedy role by Adam Sandler. It was starting to. He needed something new, and I am looking forward to seeing Uncut Gems because I hear he does a fantastic job in that. And let me just reiterate here. I do not hate his comedies. I still like Mr. Deeds has got some funny moments. Happy Gilmore is probably my favorite comedy by him. I think Waterboy's complete stupid. Eight Crazy Nights I still watch every Christmas. But as I said, the serious role, it actually worked pretty good. This wasn't a bad role for him. The mopey dopey crap that he does in the beginning, I know he's just acting, but I still was just like, man, this is terrible. I didn't care for it. That's why there's some of the bad. The screenplay, the writing were not great in this. This movie definitely has its flaws for sure, but it's still, after watching it, I was like, wow, this movie was really bad, but I still was not completely totally dissatisfied where I was like, God, I wasted time. I mean, I kind of did, but it still had a little satisfaction there for me, so I enjoy. But anyways, the acting by Steve Buscemi, he's never really bad. I've been a fan of his for years. Like the stuff he's been in, what Reservoir Dogs, Armageddon, just let's see, what Con Air. Oh man. Anyways, let's see here. So yeah, this movie, man, I'm telling you, I'm not going to recommend it. I'm not going to disrecommend it. Let's go ahead and get to the director. We have Tom Murphy, who before this, I truthfully have never even heard anything he's been in. But there's one movie of his that I do want to see, which is Spotlight. It's about like the priest and the child molestation case. I guess like that was a real thing back couple 10 years ago or so. This movie is big. Like it's got a lot of big people in it. It's got a lot of good ratings. I want to see it. It to me it's kind of like the movie about the cigarette companies. I think it's The Insider with Kurt Russell, like a 80s or 90s movie. It's kind of like that. I feel like a big courtroom case and a bunch of like looking up stuff. So I am looking forward to seeing that. I am surprised that this guy did that movie. He also did the movie Stillwater with Matt Damon, I believe, as he plays like a, I don't know, kind of like a, I don't know. But anyways, that movie came out like what I think last year, so that was a more recent film, and I guess that didn't do half bad. IMDb gave this a 5.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 10%. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. It didn't hit that halfway mark for me, but it was flirting with it because there was some good stuff. I was kind of in the middle of giving it a 4 or 4.5. I felt like 4.5 was more deserving just because the surprising Adam Sandler role that actually wasn't half bad. Box office is $6.5 million on a budget of 10. So as you can see there, it made a negative $3.5 million profit. So definitely doesn't look good on old Adam Sandler's resume or the director's resume. So that's definitely ouchie there. But anyways, my interesting fact on this movie would have to be, one, that this is the 10th movie. This movie came out in 2014. I don't know if they've done anything since, but this is the 10th movie that Adam Sandler and Steve Buscemi have been in together. And also that Sandler means cobbler in Hebrew. So, and Adam Sandler is, I'm pretty sure that's Adam Sandler's religion. So that's kind of an interesting fact. I'm obviously pretty sure that's why they did that. But anyways, so that's that for that. That's all I can tell you about that. Sorry, I forgot to say, if I was to give you a reason to watch this, I really can't give you one. Like, I don't want to sugarcoat it. Like I said in the beginning, this movie is not a good movie. But it keeps you there just enough to be like, oh, wow, I want to see what happens. I want to see why. The one thing I kind of felt like, and I know I'm going to say this and you're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? But this movie kind of felt like Night at the Museum, but it didn't. Like, I don't know. There was parts of it that I was like, oh, wow, his place comes to life. But I don't know why you keep talking like that. I feel like this is kind of an Italian. I don't know. But anyways, so up next will be a big old... There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. The Apple Dumpling Gang rides again. So if you haven't seen that, I've already done the first one. So I'm getting on to number 2 here. There's going to be a lot of number 2s that I'm about to do. Because I also have... The Matrix Reloaded, I have Terminator 1 and 2, I have a bunch of 2s coming up. So as I said, there's going to be a bunch of sequel movies that are coming up here soon, so stay tuned for that. You guys have a good day, like and subscribe. Check out my letterbox, check out my eBay, and that's all. You guys have a good day. All right.